Hi everyone, my name is Maria and I am a clairvoyant, an artist and a personal development nerd. And one of the things that I really love is to use the help of angels and spiritual guides and goddesses and other spiritual helpers in my everyday life. And today I am gonna channel a very special goddess. And she came through one day when I was watching a YouTube video about money. And her name is Abundantia. Abundantia is a Roman goddess for abundance and wealth. And her name means abundance in Latin. And she is behind me here on one of my drawings. And as soon as she came through, I made this beautiful drawing of her, and she was wearing this amazing golden gown made out of golden coins, and she had this very glowing light of hair in long curls, and she was smiling and she was just radiant. And I want to make this video today because I want you to feel her, I want you to meet her, and I want you to get a message from her. Because let's face it, we are in some difficult times in many ways, where safety and calmness is maybe not the most common feelings. And I want to contribute to the world right now and your life and your inner life by making myself a channel for her and her voice in whatever ways you want to come through, so that you may have some of her wisdom, and I hope that it will contribute to you in whatever form you need it right now, and that this message will reach you in your heart, in your mind, in your spirit, and in your life. So let's begin and see what she has to say to you. I am so happy to come through. And I've been waiting for this moment for so long. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to come through. And I wish that I could dance a dance with you, because I would be twirling you around in a beautiful meadow filled with flowers and light and sunlight and warmth. And I would cuddle you, I would hold your heart, and I would tell you that even though the world and maybe your own world right now may seem chaotic and may seem dark sometimes, and maybe you can't see the light right now, I want to make sure that you know that I am here, that the angels are here, and in every waking moment we are around you. I want to make sure that you really know that, because when you lie awake in the dark at night and you are afraid, or maybe sad, or maybe you have money issues, maybe you have love issues, maybe you have family issues, maybe you have issues with your coworkers or your friends, or maybe you are losing your house or a home or a lovely pet, or your company is in trouble. Whatever form your troubles and your worries might take right now, I want to make sure that you know that you are surrounded by love. I really want to make sure that you know that you are surrounded by love. Abundance of love. Do you know that? Can you feel us when we come through to you? Can you feel that When you feel worried, there's also this slight warmth around your heart. That maybe there's this kind of calmness flowing over you sometimes that makes you stop your worries, that might give you breaks from sobbing or just crying your eyes out. Because that's our hands, our light surrounding you, telling you that you are not alone, even though it might seem that way. And I'm coming through, Maria, today because I want to make sure that you know that I'm here. Even though you might not be able to touch me like you can touch another human being, even though that you might not feel that I'm embracing you physically as a human being can do, I want to touch your heart today. Really deeply touch your heart. So grab a blanket, a cup of coffee, something warm to wear, or just find a really, really quiet, calm, safe place to sit. And I'm gonna tell you a story that is going to warm your heart and make it soft and make it able to receive. Because whatever form your abundance, your wealth needs to come to you in bigger amounts, it's all about your heart. It's about your energy. It's about how you feel. That's it. It seems so simple, and yet it seems so complex, right? Because you already know that you need to feel better. You already know that when you're having a good day, everything seems to just evolve in a smooth way. People smile at you, people hug you, people embrace you, people compliment you. And somehow the weather just seems better, right? Like everything is possible, like, oh, this is gonna be a great day. But when you wake up sad, or scared, or angry, suddenly all of this disappears, right? Suddenly you feel alone, feel like there's nobody around you, like nobody understands you, like you're really, really lonely in a way. And you feel like nothing will ever be good again. Nothing will ever be safe again. Nothing will ever be light again. Like every project that you have will never be realized, will never come into form. But I'm gonna tell you a story now that's gonna help you transform fear and angriness and hopelessness into some more openness and soften your heart. Once upon a time, there was a little girl and a little boy living in a cornfield. And they were playing around with the animals in the nature, rabbits and birds, and they were lying around in the grass and telling each other about their dreams and looking up into the blue sky. This little girl and this little boy was the essence of the female and the male energy, the masculine and the feminine energy. And one day the sky becomes dark, like thunder, like the night was suddenly evolving very quickly, but it was not night. Something dark was appearing. And In the nearby there was a forest, big trees, dark trees. And it seemed like all this darkness was coming from the forest. And with this evolving darkness that was creeping over the field where the boy and the girl was lying, telling each other about their dreams, laughing, having fun. Suddenly a dark creature emerged from the forest. And the boy and the girl is alert. What is happening? What is that appearing from the forest, coming towards us? And suddenly they realized that what initially seemed like a big troll was actually a wizard in black clothes with a big black pointy hat. And he comes toward them and they sit up. And he crouches in front of them, looking them directly into their eyes, and he say, "You're going to receive a big challenge in your human life. You're gonna experience what it's like to be separated from each other. You're gonna feel lonely, you're gonna feel scared, and you don't know why. This is a bigger challenge for humanity that's coming." And the little boy and the little girl was looking at the wizard, and what's he talking about? They were only children. They were ignorant of their own power. And he says, this is one of the great challenges that human race has to face. That humans will be oblivious to the fact that they have both masculine and feminine energy. And some people will know, but a lot of people will be ruled by the masculine energy. And the feminine energy will be lost in a way. And the little girl just starts crying, and she doesn't want to lose her friend, because it feels like he will move on and she will not be a part of this world. And he cries because he doesn't want to lose her. And the wizard says the magic that human race also have to face, the magic of this world, is how can you really begin to realize that we are both the little girl and the little boy. And then he disappears. And now the little boy and the little girl are really, really nervous. They're scared, they're crying, they're panicking, they're running around. And they don't know what to do. What's going to happen? Are we going to be separated? What will happen to you? What will happen to me? And then another creature emerged from the forest. A beautiful woman in white, long white dress, long blonde hair, almost elven in her looks. And she has this deeply feminine, gentle way of being. And she comes towards the children. And she sits down and she looks directly into their eyes and say, "Don't you worry. Because sometimes the world will come at you. The world will tell you stories. The world will tell you lies. The world will try to separate you. But sit down she tells them, sit down in front of each other. The little boy and the little girl sits down in front of each other. They're still scared because the wizard was really intimidating. But this beautiful woman in white tells them, now you're sitting in front of each other. Now grab each other's hands and look into each other's eyes. And the little boy and the little girl do as she says. And she says, what do you see? And the boy speaks first and he says, I see her eternity. I see her goodness. I see her kindness. I see her embracing nature, her loving, nurturing nature. And I see her love in her eyes. And the woman smiles and she says to the little girl, now, what do you see in his eyes? And the little boy looks into the girl's eyes and she looks into his eyes. And she says, I see his strength. I see his protective energy. And I see the king in him. There's a king in there, she says. Yes, the woman says. But how can that be? The girl says. He's only a boy. How can he be a king? And the woman, this beautiful woman in white, looks at the children and says, every human being has every beautiful aspect that any human being can possess. Nothing is lost. It's all within you. And no matter how young or how old you are all connected to the source. The source that is both nurturing, loving, protective, powerful. So when you feel lost in life as human beings, the only thing you need to do is look into another person's eyes, or even your own eyes, and you will see the king or the queen or the mother or the father that you really are. You will see the friend, the good friend. You will see the success, but only if you really connect to your heart, because the heart and the eyes are connected. So what you really need to do, she says, in order to connect with this good energy and feel safe in the world and feel connected to each other, is look into each other's eyes and realize that even though his masculine energy is within him and your feminine energy is within you, she says to the girl, all these qualities are within you all. And all you need to do is connect to your heart and look into each other's eyes and into your own eyes. And when you do that, you will realize that you're already connected, that you are already safe. That heaven, the universe, the light is within everybody, as long as you connect to their soul. And then she stands up, she smiles, she waves, and she leaves them and go back to the forest. And the darkness disappears and the sun comes back. And the little girl and the little boy, they just embrace each other, crying, so happy, knowing that even though they might experience being separated sometimes, they are still together in here. And they can always find each other, both as human beings, but also as qualities in the human life. End of story. Now, how was that? I want to say to you that you are so loved. And that I see and that I celebrate all your efforts in order to do good in the world. I see you. And I love all the good energy that you're spreading into the world around you. All the people you're helping, animals you're protecting, the environment that you send love, all the good intentions. I see them, I notice them, and I celebrate them. So don't be so hard on yourself, because your soul needs your own love. When you celebrate yourself, your soul lights up. When you look into your own eyes or somebody else's eyes, and you really, really make an effort to see how brilliant, how beautiful, how loving, how lovable they are, you will see the light. You will see the universe. You will see the soul, the light. And when you do that, darkness will lift from your heart and from your body and from your mind. And that will allow your soul and your intuition to talk to you. And when you are that connected to the light, to the source within you, abundance can flow. There is so much love around you. And when you realize that, and you make sure to have a wonderful day where you are happy and you feel good, in whatever possible way you can make yourself feel like that, you will make the light shine into you more strongly. And when there is light in you, I can get through to you. It is me telling you to sing a song, or to dance around, or go for a run in the forest, listening to the music that you love. It is me reminding you to go out with your friends, have fun, play a board game, ride on a horse, take a bath, do that project that you really love. That is me getting through to you. And I really, really, really want to see you succeed. When you feel good, I feel so good. Well, I always feel good because I'm a goddess. But when I see that you struggle and yet that you're sad and you don't feel good and you're afraid and you don't know how to solve your problems, I get a little worried for you. But not in a serious way. I just send you some more love and some nudges and some hints of how you can regain that connection with your own light. and your optimism and your joy and your peace. I love you so much, and I can't wait to connect with you again. But for now, this is the message that I have for you. Go in peace, go in love, and spread the joy that you and the world deserves. Thank you for watching and for listening to Abundantia. And it has really been a pleasure to be a channel for her. It's been so much fun. And yeah, have a great day wherever you are. I see you in my next video. Bye.